It should have been a weekend of peace, but Cleveland police were busy this weekend in what could have been one of the most violent weekends this year. With 9 shootings, 3 of them deadly, Cleveland could be on pace to pass the number of homicides in 2016. News 5's Jordan Vandenberg has more on that.
Christmas is meant to bring families together, but this weekend, many were torn apart. It started Friday evening on East 123rd Street as a 16-year-old girl was shot in the leg. She would be one of 4 people shot between 3 p.m. and just after midnight. The carnage continued on Christmas Eve. Police responded to a drive-by shooting on East 115th. A hail of gunfire tore into a parked car and a home with a woman inside. Outside, a 20-year-old man lay dead, and neighbors say he was not the intended target. That night on East 117th in the Buckeye Shaker neighborhood, police say a man was shot dead. This homicide happened just a block away from where 12-year-old Abdel Bashidi was killed by a stray bullet a month ago. Then on Christmas morning, police went to West 44th in the Clark Fulton neighborhood and found a 29-year-old man mortally wounded. Witnesses say the victim pointed a gun before he was shot, and if deemed a criminal homicide, it would be the city's 128th, too short of surpassing last year's total.
The violence in this city is off the hook, is out of control, and that's why I sent a letter to the mayor saying, you know what, we've got to acknowledge this, and you need to seek the help. Only he can do that.
That was Councilman Mike Polensek last week after he implored the mayor to request state troopers be brought in to supplement the police department in some of the city's most crime-ridden neighborhoods. Polensek's request came after a wild shootout at a gas station at 156th and Waterloo. A 7-year-old girl was grazed by one of more than 50 shots that were fired.
You realize today we have a higher per capita homicide rate than Chicago, based on our population. That in itself should set the tone of what we need to do in this city.
3 families were torn apart this Christmas weekend, and unfortunately, numbers suggest that there will be more in the future. In Cleveland, Jordan Vandenberg, News 5.